Deathmatch Tournament Edition! East Coast versus West Coast. Deathmatch Tournament versus Legion Championship Wrestling. Why it's called Legion Championship Wrestling? Who fucking knows? Legion? What are they, Roman? I think they're Roman? No. Amanda, what is going on with Legion Championship Wrestling? You're on the air. We got 30 minutes. We got to get through it all. Live Sunday, June 26th, next Sunday at Casa del Mexicano. You're going to be in a Rat Trap and Thumbtack Bats LA street fight against Mickey Knuckles. I don't like the idea of it. I hate it. It doesn't sound good to me in any way, except that I think it'll be funny to see you in rat traps.
I can't stand rats. Like, I really cannot stand rats. So I think the rat trap, I think it's a fucking awesome idea, dude. Like, come on. I can't stand ring rats. So having this in my match, it's perfect.
But I don't like the idea of you getting snapped into snapped in rat traps. You're gonna get fucking snapped in those things. It's not like a mouse. I mean, even a mouse trap would suck. But this is a rat trap. You could break your hands. Whatever gets snapped in that is gonna hurt really bad. It's gonna hurt, and I don't like the idea of you getting hurt in those things.
Well, I think it's kinky.
Oh no, not me. I don't like it. Hey. I don't want to think of it, and then you're going to get hit with a thumbtack bat, and it's probably going to be...
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary.
With a wiffle bat like the IWA bats, you know what I mean? Well, what are they going to do, take a real bat and cover it with thumbtacks, or are they going to use the wiffle bat with the thumbtack?
Yeah, it's a real bat. It's two real bats with glued-on thumbtacks. All over it. It's just glued on all over it. You can't see wood other than the handle.
Amanda.
Yes?
You can't see any wood. Okay? Hey, listen. I may be drunk, but there's some things I can't abide by, okay? You can't see any wood, because the double negative would be that you'd see all kinds of wood. And I still don't like that idea either. Of course, the rat traps seem even worse, because a thumbtack bat, you could probably get out of the way of that. That's going to be really heavy. I've swung a lot of one of those barbed wire baseball bats. It's impossible to hit anybody with that shit unless they let you hit them with it. But the rat trap, man, oof. You got appendages that are going to get stuck in that, and I don't like the idea. But see, I bought this show already. When did I do it? Like 2 weeks ago, maybe, or something. Whenever you could pre-order it, I bought this show that's going to be Casa del Mexicano. Is it Casa del Mexicano or Mexicanos?
Casa del Mexicano.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it here first, everybody. You go there. Yep. If you're in the East LA area, you could go there, and probably nobody knows what the fuck that is. But if you go, where can they go see that?
It's Casa del Mexicano, 2900 Pedro Infante Street, Los Angeles, California, 90063. I believe it's in the East LA area. It's not hard. It's a well-known landmark in the Latino community.
Really?
They do a lot. They do a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff goes on there. Plays, all kinds of cool stuff. The place is haunted also.
The funny thing is you say it with all that accent and all this, and but how many people that have that accent are going to show up to see death matches? Zero. They're all going to be busy that Sunday watching Lucha Libre somewhere on Galavision, like me.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. LCW sells those places out when they run there, so it's all American. It's all Americanish fans. It's not people that speak Spanish. The people that speak Spanish are going to see El Del Santo, which I'm going to be going to see on, I don't know, Violence Jack just told me. Violence Jack just sent me a thing. Of course, Violence Jack couldn't be here right now. Amanda, you want to know why? Yeah. Why?
Because you remember the last show we had, and this show, between that time, he's destroyed or had stolen 4 iPhones in that time. In just that time, from the end of January till now, he pissed on one, he washed one, he broke one, and then he got carjacked in East St. Louis trying to buy beer at like 4 in the morning and get carjacked. They stole his fucking iPhone.
He's lost 4. He got beat up. He got beat up pretty good. And of course, I don't like that. But hey, listen, that's why he can't call in. I've been talking to him on Facebook. He can type on his laptop or whatever, but he couldn't call in. But listen, that's his problem. I'm worried about your problem. I'm worried about Supreme versus Mad Man Pondo. I'm worried about Carnage versus You Suicide. I know Carnage is supposed to call it tonight. I don't know if he is or not, if he's going to or not, but I've never seen him. I've never seen You Suicide. I've never seen BC Killer either.
Wow, these guys are insane. These guys are crazy.
They're all LCW people, right?
You know it. Yeah.
And I haven't seen him. I saw some video tonight of Carnage getting staples pulled out of his head, and he's got a really cool look to him. He paints his face up. And it looks like what's that Halloween? That movie Halloween. You know what I'm talking about?
Michael
the main
Myers
character.
Halloween.
Michael Myers. That's what it looks like. He looks like Michael Myers. It looks really cool. He's got a really cool fucking look to him. So that's kind of cool and shit. And BC Killer, I know our boy Amos, the Strangler, who I'm hoping I've been texting with him tonight. Hopefully he'll be on here in a little bit. We've only got not just a short time to get this show over. But isn't he the manager in LCW of BC Killer?
You know what? I have no idea what's really going on. I just know those guys are out there tearing that place up, shedding blood all over the fucking place. Those guys are insane. BC Killer is crazy. He's crazy.
But the problem though with this show, Deathmatch Tournament versus LCW next Sunday. I mean, it's coming up really quick. He's fighting Corporal Robinson. He's fighting the JCW World Champion, who is, of course, who Awesome Bomb Fight Radio. That's who we accept as the World Heavyweight Champion right now. And so he's fighting the world champ. He's fighting our world champion, the guy that we consider the champion. There's no way. I mean, Corporal Robinson, you got to think he's just going to beat the piss out of BC Killer. Wouldn't you imagine?
Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. My money's on BC. I personally know him. I've seen his shit. He's crazy. Of course, not only that, I'm going to represent, my side of the coast all the way. I'm putting my money's on all of my boys, Carnage, Supreme, BC. Then we have the guys who wrestle, which is Scorpio Sky, Little Cholo, Famous B, and more of LCW's boys. You're going to see some crazy shit go down, and I'm rooting for my guys. I'm rooting for my side of the coast.
We'll get to all those matches. But we've been talking about this BC Killer versus Corporal Robinson and Amanda. Yeah. We'll get to them all. And I want to get I don't want you to just tell me everything all at once. I want to get to each match. I'm going to read each match down the line, except for some of these other ones. And just the most major matches we'll get to. And I want to get your opinion on all of them. And I know who you're going to pick in all of them. But right now, since BC Killer, we're talking about him versus Corporal Robinson. I got Amos, the Strangler, on the line. Amos, what's your deal with BC Killer? Aren't you his manager, his mouthpiece or something?
Right now, I'm acting as his spokesperson, spokesmodel, if you will.
And you know as well as I do, and because I've managed guys at MMA fights. You know what I mean? And I've been there, and I knew going in they were going to get their ass fucking beat. You know what I mean? I knew when it happened. I knew as soon as the fight was signed on, there was going to be an ass beating coming, and you got to know that the world champion's going to beat BC Killer's ass, right? You got to know it.
Okay. Now there's a lot of people talking a lot of shit and saying all this and that about BC Killer, but the fact of the matter is, first of all, BC Killer is not going to let somebody come into his place. I'm not going to let somebody come into my hometown and make us look fucking stupid. I'm in the BC Killer's corner for a reason. There's a reason why I'm there. The fact of the matter is, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who's in his corner. At the end of the day, we're winning the fucking match. We're gonna represent for the West Coast, and we're gonna take these motherfuckers out. I don't give a fuck how far he came to get to the Casa de Mexicana next Sunday. I don't give a fuck how long it takes him to get there. He's in for a fucking serious disappointment.
First of all, before we go any further, Amanda, you see how Prettyboy Amos pronounced Casa de Mexicana? Just like, it looks like a regular person. It was fine. It was great.
Casa del Mexicano.
I like Amos's pronunciation better because I could just understand it better. But listen, Amos, this is what we're getting at. The world heavyweight champion is coming to fight BC Killer. And I know you don't think your guy's going to lose, and I hope, you know what I mean? Like, you hope that he doesn't, and you're going to do everything you can. But it's like the world champion is fighting your guy. The world champion, the world fucking champion is coming to fight your guy.
Well, here's the thing. And you could say world champion all day, and yeah. What's with this I think shit? No. There are facts in life. And one of them is BC Killer will beat Corporal Robinson next Sunday. That's a fact of life. I'm not what the fuck am I being paid for? What am I there for? I'm there as his insurance policy. I mean shit. It's gonna be 2-on-1 unless Corporal Robinson brings somebody.
Doesn't he bring in Violent J? Isn't that the hidden secret of I mean, Violent J.
It doesn't fucking matter who he brings.
Violent J is about a foot taller than you, Daddy, and about 100 pounds bigger. I mean,
I've beaten him bigger, and I've been in fights with plenty of guys who are bigger than me. I don't think I've ever been in a fight with somebody that wasn't bigger than me. No, I don't think that's ever happened. I absolutely don't believe that size is everything in a fight, but it is something in a fight. Well, it is something. And we'll go into another one. And you're not going to want to you're a juggalo. You're not going to want to beat up, one of your fucking icons. You're gonna pull back a little bit on Violent J. If something broke down, you would pull back a little bit on Violent J. Come on.
Oh my God. Well, Is he really saying this? Did he really say that?
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
You're laughing at me. I'm telling you, listen to this guy. I know.
If I take it light on somebody, and then I end up costing BC Killer the match, do you think he's gonna want to acquire my services ever again after? No. We're in it to win it, motherfuckers. And my understanding is the East Coast is talking a lot of shit and saying that they're gonna come over here and represent, but God damn it.
Well, Amanda, okay. Regardless of what coast you're from, whatever you're thinking, what is your idea on this match? I mean, to me, this is one of the more interesting matches because I've never seen BC Killer wrestle before, but I do love Amos. He's my favorite guy, but I do realize that Corporal Robinson is a guy who doesn't go anywhere to fucking lose. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I think, Mr. No, wait.
Put the West Coast, East Coast thing out. You're thinking a guy.
Okay. Look, I think Mr. Robinson should run. He should run. Period. That's it. BC is gonna fuck some shit up, and my money's on BC.
What does BC Killer do? I mean, what's his finisher?
What does he do? I mean, he fucking rips people apart.
Yeah, but
he throws minors off of balconies. I mean, come on now.
I did see that, and everybody that doesn't know what he's talking about, go check out LCW.
Legion Championship Wrestling.
Right, Legion Championship Wrestling. Go check it. What the fuck's that mean anyway? Why would you name your company Legion Championship Wrestling?
Not Legion, not Legion. Like I woke up with some lesions on my cock. No, that's not what the deal is.
Amos, lesion would make more sense because everyone in the company gets bloody and bruised and has lesions on their body. Legion doesn't make a fucking lick of sense on any level unless you are a Roman fucking soldier. Or
when I first heard LCW, I thought it stood for Left Coast Wrestling.
Yeah, well, that would make more fucking sense. But Legion is either a demon or it's a fucking Roman soldier, unless there's some meaning that I don't know what it is. But I don't get it because Harley Race here in Missouri, Harley Race named his shit World Legion Wrestling. But then he changed it because Legion didn't make any sense, and then he called it World League Wrestling. So who knows? I'd love to get an answer to that at some particular point. Maybe in the opening package.
Eventually you will. But we're not the people to ask that question. You gotta go directly to the people behind the scenes.
I just work here, man.
The secret hidden cabal of fucking people that no one knows from. It is a demonic. I think it's a demonic organization. You guys may have a different opinion of it, but when I look at the card for next weekend, next Sunday, it looks demonic. It looks satanic. It looks horrible. Look at this. Let me ask you this one. And I know Amanda automatically is going to pick Supreme. She's at Supreme School with Santino Bros. SantinoBros.com, Santino Brothers Wrestling. I know she's gonna pick Supreme versus Mad Man Pondo, but the Juggalo and Amos has to have a little bit more of a widened opinion on this fucking thing. What are you thinking there, Amos? And then we'll get Amanda, of course. We'll let her tell us how Supreme's gonna win and everything. As we go, but Mad Man Pondo. The former Juggalo Championship, the former world champion, Amos, come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the deal. I mean, since about Christmas time, me and Supreme have been having somewhat of a feud. It involves me and BC Killer, and we've been going back and forth as far as the matches. Now, the fact of the matter is, you're talking about two legends, but at the end of the day, I gotta give it up to Supreme because you gotta give it up to the West Coast. I'll be crucified if I said anything else.
Okay, I get it, and you're right. And see, I'm gonna come from a totally different place. Even though I love Supreme, I also love Mad Man Pondo. I think this was a pick'em. I think it's a pick'em fight. I think it could go either way. I think it's not going to go very long either way. They're both on the other side of the hill, so to speak. But it's going to be brutal and it's going to be sickening. And it's going to be fucking awesome. So we've talked about those two matches. We talked about Amanda. What do you think about? Hey, listen. Since Amanda's on the line, Amos, and you can say whatever you want. I know you can pick whoever you want. But Amanda versus Mickey Knuckles and Rat Traps, and Thumbtack Bats. This sounds like possibly the most brutal of all the matches on the fucking whole thing, which makes me very nervous for Amanda, and I don't like it. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Amos, of this fight?
Brutal, and sexy.
All right.
Brutal. I mean, we've already talked about Mickey Knuckles before. I mean, I've already let that one be known, but. Yeah, totally. This is gonna be some good shit. I like watching fucking hot broads do their thing. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, but don't we feel bad? Don't we feel bad for them when it happens? Like a rat trap. I mean, you don't want to get hit in a rat trap, do you?
Not at all, because they're probably gonna get paid more than me anyway. So I don't feel bad whatsoever.
No,
because afterwards, and Amanda knows that we'll be fucking smoking and hanging out and having some beers afterwards.
You know it.
Absolutely.
Unless her fucking hand is broken in a rat trap or something. I mean, her fucking ACL gets snapped in a fucking rat trap and has to be fucking emergency evacuated.
Why do you have to think that?
She said it was rat traps, not fucking bear traps.
Dude, a rat trap is huge, though. A rat trap's big. It's not a mouse trap. A rat trap's a big version of a mouse trap. It sucks. It's gotta suck.
Well, I mean, okay, look, Sensei, you have nothing to worry about because I'm not a rat, so I'm not gonna get stuck in one of those.
Nice deflection.
I'm not a rat. I am a female wrestler. I'm a transgendered wrestler to be exact. Okay.
What?
What?
What? What? What the fuck? What? I don't know what that is.
You can't even spell transgender.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It sounds like some sort of. Are you saying you're retarded? Or I don't know what you're talking about when you say something like that. So let's go on to something else. Let's go on to the main event. We're talking about the main event's going to be a squash. Necro Butchers is going to beat the life out of Balls Mahoney. You guys.
Oh.
Hey, how long?
One of the guys from Mexico.
You know what I mean? Hey, listen. What do you think? I'm thinking Necro Butcher is going to beat Balls Mahoney until he's probably dead.
I don't know. I want to see this. I hope I'm alive, to witness this match backstage or wherever I'm at. But I want to watch this fucking match. Bad. I want to know what the fuck is going to go down.
And shit, I don't know who's older of the two because they both look pretty old. The wrestling business will do that to you. But, I mean, shit, dude, my understanding is Balls Mahoney is a little bit older than Necro Butcher. So if he's not careful, he might get taken out. That's just my opinion.
Balls Mahoney is a fucking asshole. He's a complete fucking dickhead. And so I'm hoping Necro Butcher just fucking breaks the last tooth out of his fucking head.
Why is Balls Mahoney a dickhead? Why is he an asshole?
I've never met him. I don't know if he's a dick.
Oh, you do. You will. You'll know. Live Sunday, June 26th. Next Sunday, Casa Mexicano, East Los Angeles. 5 p.m. in the Pacific time is where this is all going down, and which is
to get your
7
tickets.
o'clock.
To get your tickets, you guys, get your tickets at thedeathmatch.tv.
Yeah, but listen, the most of the people that are listening right now, or that will download this or listen to it on YouTube or any of the other.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
They're going to not be anywhere near East LA, but they can watch it on GoFightLive.com, and just scroll down. They got all the flyers and shit. You'll see Balls Mahoney and Necro Butcher right on the fucking thing. Amanda, you got to be kind of pissed off. You're not even on the flyer.
You know what? It's okay. I'm not a deathmatch fighter or whatnot, deathmatch wrestler. I do this every now and then. It's nothing that I'm going to fuck with often. But, I mean, if the opportunity arises, I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it. But that's absolutely fine. I mean, it's okay. I have no problem with that. These guys have kicked ass. These guys fucking blood trails all over the fucking world. They deserve to be on the flyers more than myself or more than half the guys that are going to be on the show, So the flyer is absolutely spectacular. I think they can have done a better job.
No, I think it's terrible. I think that Amanda's not on it, and it's I mean, they're leaving money on the fucking table. It's one of the worst flyers I've ever seen in my life. It has Balls Mahoney on the fucking front of it. You know what though? Balls Mahoney is a better match than Axel Rotten. They had Axel Rotten originally to be in New Jersey on their show, and then I guess he wanted more money or something. It's man, I would pay Axel Rotten $15 to come job to fucking Amos and Strangler somewhere maybe. But that's about it. That's about it. I mean, this guy is gonna draw zero fucking people to a show. This is asswipe. Balls Mahoney at least can put on a decent match in the main event versus Necro Butcher. Necro Butcher is going to win this one. Supreme versus Mad Man Pondo. My pick. I think Supreme is going to end up doing the frog splash on his ass and winning in a brutal match. Carnage versus You Suicide. I got no fucking idea, you guys, because I've never seen either one of them. I know Carnage has a very cool face paint look. You guys pick this one real quick. Amanda, who's going to win? Carnage versus You Suicide. These are both West Coast guys.
Carnage. I love You Suicide, but Carnage.
Yeah, I think You Suicide won the last one, so I think Carnage is on the. I think he's getting one.
Revenge.
I think he's gonna want it a little bit more. He's gonna want it a little bit harder, so to speak.
That's a 4-corner barbed wire board with 10,000 thumbtacks match. Jesus Christ. Give me a break.
Corporal Robinson versus BC Killer, Taipei Psychopathic death match. This is the one Amos is involved with. Is Taipei? Are they going to? Are they going to have the taped fist with the glass in it? Is that what they give
No,
it?
I seen what they have. It's actually called a Psychopathic Gloves of Pain death match. So we got some gloves. We wrapped them in, wrapped a couple of them with thumbtacks, put a couple of them with the broken glass. I think we got some sandpaper in there somewhere. So yeah. We're gonna have some fun. Definitely.
Well,
somebody's gonna get cut the fuck up.
Yeah, we heard you guys. We know who you guys think, of course, and I'm impartial to the whole thing. I'm just going to be a spectator, but I think the world champ's going to win that one, and no doubt about it. To me, I think Hey, I'm sorry, baby doll, but this is what I'm thinking. Then we have an extreme TLC match. Now that sounds fucking great. This is going to be good because these guys, from everything I've seen so far, these guys are going to be good. High flyer, like the little tiny fucking guys that do all high flying shit. Famous B, Pinkie Sanchez, Shiima, Xion.
Hey, how long?
What?
Don't mind him talking to someone in the background.
Oh, hey, my bad. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to fucking hit the ring right now. That's why I'm like, how long do I got?
Oh yeah, you're good. Check out. I think Famous B wins this one easy. Amanda versus Mickey Knuckles. Well, we all know who's gonna win that. Amanda, you got it. This is it.
Hey.
All right. So everybody, check out Amanda at facebook.com/Mariah's Realm or twitter.com/Bloody Vixen.
Bloody Vixen.
Right?
Yeah,
and then everybody check out Bobby Hollywood on Facebook for Amos. And everyone check out thedeathmatch.tv for this pay-per-view next Sunday, 25th. It's going to be awesome. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks, Amos. And we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you after the show, hopefully, and hopefully everything goes right for everybody. Amanda, be careful, darling. I don't like this idea of this whole thing.